So wait a minute, your username is literally Stranger Danger.
With CitizenCon over and IAE around the corner, I was having a conversation with a few friends and topic came up of whether CIG should do a wipe or not. It got us to thinking, when was the last time CIG did a full wipe? And it's honestly been a long time. While it's pretty good that CIG doesn't have to wipe now with every patch thanks to the LTP, it does seem to make a few more issues. See, one thing we notice is that with things like the Wake of Disaster and the 30,000 and up salvage missions where you can just get all kinds of illicit cargo to sell and make tons of money, there's no incentive to run normal commodities. Now, yes, this does sound like it's a little biased coming from a pirate's point of view, but truth of the matter is that unless you're really a hardcore trucker, you're not really going to be running normal commodities like beryl, aeronite, or gold. See, why would you spend your time running those commodities when you can just pull a few salvage missions, throw in some cargo in there, and make millions of credits in the matter of an hour or two? Now, yes, there are the purists and the true die-hard truckers that will go out there and still run these commodities, but it's far and few between. One thing I noticed, and a lot of the guys I play with noticed, is that these salvage missions, with that illegal cargo needs to be sold at, let's say, scrapyards, has forced a lot of players into running with escorts or multi-crew ships. I will be honest, this is pretty good, and it's honestly been really fun. Now, CIG has said that they are going to go back and they're going to tweak the cargo spawn rate on some of these missions, and honestly, they kind of do. It is kind of silly that you can go out there and do a mission or two and walk away with 8 to 10 million credits and 1 or 2 C2s worth of maize or Caspian weevil eggs if you do Wake of Disaster. See, what I hope happens is I hope that they do change the spawn rate, but not nerf it to the ground. But I hope that they still leave enough cargo in there to make these things worthwhile for people. The gameplay that it's caused now of having multiple ships show up at a scrapyard for selling and having advanced parties run down to the terminals and make sure that there's nobody camping terminals has honestly been great. But therein lies also the inherent problem. If this is the only way traders and players are making money, well, then you're resorted to just pretty much camping out these salvage yards. This isn't a terrible thing from a making money point of view, but it does get kind of boring to not really have to go out there and hunt down players. See, what draws me to piracy, and a lot of the guys I play with the piracy, is the hunt. You could spend anywhere from 5 minutes to an hour or two before you actually come across a trader that's worth trying to take down. All in all, I think CIG's not too far off. The spawn rate should just be turned down just a little bit here, and it just gives players another place to check when they're scouting. With all that said, I think CIG should just go ahead and do a full wipe for once. Get rid of everything in everybody's account now, just keep your hangar ships and make everybody start from scratch. You'll still be able to make your traditional money doing bunkers and bounty missions, and the traders will have incentive to go out there and start running either normal commodities or start doing the salvage stuff over. It'll bring a little more life back to the verse, which is something that, with 7 different PTU channels open right now, it's kind of lackluster. But what are you guys looking forward to? Are you looking forward to CIG doing a wipe, or do you want another partial wipe with the LTP stuff again? Do you want CIG to nerf the salvage missions a little bit and just change the spawn rate on some of those cargo containers? Let me know what you think, and I'll see you all in the verse.